Okay. The next topic is magnetic field along the axis of a current carrying circular loop or current carrying coil. So in the diagram you can see this is a current carrying coil. The radius of the current carrying coil is R. Suppose we have considered one P point which is along the Z axis of the coil. So X and Y, these two planes are lies on the coil, or the coil is lies on the X and Y plane, but the Z axis is exactly perpendicular to the plane of the coil. So the point P is located along the Z axis at a distance of Z. Then we consider one small length dl. So initially we are going to determine the magnetic field produced by this small element dl. Then we can determine the total magnetic field produced by the length of the coil. So we consider one small length element dl, which is at a distance of small r point from the point P. It is making an angle theta here. So initially, how to determine the magnetic field dB, or the magnetic field produced by this small element? Then according to Biot-Savart's law, the magnitude of the magnetic field produced by the small element is given by dB is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl cross product of r upon r cube. If you take the magnitude of this equation in terms of magnitude, if you consider, then there is a cross product. In terms of magnitude, we can consider dl r sin theta, sine of the angle between dl and r. So one r will be cancelled from the both side, and if the theta here is the 90 degree with the plane of the coil, so angle is 90, sin 90 becomes 1. So cancel one r and put the value of sin 90 as a 1, then this equation becomes dB is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r square. Now from the diagram we can find the value of r square, because if you are applying the Pythagoras rule, then this angle is 90 degree angle. So this is a right angle triangle. So r square should be equals to r square plus z square. So here the hypotenuse of the last side is the r square is equals to capital R square plus z square. If you apply the Pythagoras rule to this triangle, then we can write r square is equals to this value. So if you are taking the square root on the both sides, then r becomes under root r square plus z square. So how we can, if you put the value of r square here in the above equation, then equation becomes, now this dB is the magnitude of the magnetic field produced by length dl at point P. Now this magnetic field is resolved into two components. One is the horizontal component dBz and vertical component dB perpendicular. So horizontal component and perpendicular component. Out of that we can consider only the horizontal component, because perpendicular component becomes 0, because the resultant magnetic field is produced by only horizontal component. So the resultant magnetic field becomes perpendicular component only, that is a dB cos z or dBz cos z. So resultant magnetic field along the z axis produced by the complete circular coil is given by, we take the integration of the above component along the z axis or horizontal component. If you take the integration of the above, then we should consider the cos theta, because it is horizontal component. Then mu naught upon 4 pi I, as it is constant, integration of this cos theta. Now from the diagram we can determine the value of cos theta. What is the value of cos theta here? Cos means adjacent side upon hypotenuse. What is the adjacent side? It is capital R, hypotenuse is small r. So we can determine the value of cos theta as a, cos theta is capital R upon small r. Put the value of this cos theta here in above equation. If you put it, then again put the value of small r. What is the value of small r? Put the value of this small r in this equation. Then equation becomes, here the first bracket having power 1 and second bracket having power half. because these terms are nothing but z square. How we can write z square plus r square into under root z square plus r square. Root means what? Root is nothing but power of the bracket is half. Z square plus r square, so we can write it as a half. So base is same, so we can make it the power of the numerator. We can add the numerator, so 1 plus half. So we can write z square plus r square bracket raised to power 3 by 2. 2 1s are 2 plus 1 3 by 2. So here instead of these two brackets we can write a single bracket, that is a bracket raised to power 3 by 2. So here everything is constant, only the variable term is the dl. So we can take the integration of this dl. So integration of dl becomes 2 pi r. Because dl is the small length of the conductor, if you are taking the complete length, then we should consider the circumference of the circle, and it is 2 pi r. So 2 2s are 4, 5 pi will be cancelled. Then the next term becomes mu naught upon 2 I. Here r into r becomes r square divided by this term as it is. This equation gives the magnitude of the magnetic field along the axis of the current carrying circular loop of the conductor, current carrying circular coil.